Oh man, this is insane. Just pulled up another panty. There they go. They're hitting the camera, and yeah, it's quite funny. What a bugger. That fish took me to the cleaners. Well, hello there. It's been a little while since I came out to fish off the kayak. Been so busy since lockdown was lifted, and to all those people out there that have supported me and everything through that time, awesome, you're awesome. And we are so busy that I've had to put off going fishing in order to get the work and the orders out. So really appreciate that support, but now it's time to get back into it, and man, am I really needing some time out on the water. We've got a little bit of wind here at the moment, but we've got a dropping forecast this afternoon. So we're at Coromandel on the east coast, Tuatiawa, and we're just heading out to have a bit of a fish. It's a great time of the year to be here, so let's see how this afternoon pans out. But I'm certainly hopeful of some good fish around, and hopefully a few gurnard, and who knows what else. This place here, you know, can throw up anything at any time, especially at this time of the year, so you just never know what you're going to get. So anyway, keen as to get into some fishing, and I'm joined by Andrew Fleming today again. He's a local at Coromandel, and the boys are here too, the two Daves, who were on our original episode, first episode of Real Screaming Kayaks. Alright, first drop. Saw a bit of sign on the sounder, and that looked quite good, just off the bottom, so I dropped down my old favourite gan jig, and sure enough, I got an inquiry straight away from it. I saw it dive down after it, and then it didn't hook up straight away, so I let the jig down a bit more, and the line just loosened up, and what do you know, first fish of the day, and she's a keeper snapper, but I'm going to let this one go because I like to let the first fish go of the day. So yeah, nothing wrong with that, and I knew that the fish would be here over this side. So yeah, just a nice panty, but a good way to start. And alright, just saw a bit of sign, you know, we're just cruising around, having a bit of a look around, and it's just nice to be out here. It's a little bit lumpier than, you know, we expected, but, you know, with that dropping forecast, it should be okay. And this is nothing to write home about, again, but, you know, again, a nice eating size fish, which is awesome. So, yeah, that is a great eater. I think I'll put that one in the back. Maybe, yeah, I think I will, because I'm happy with that size. So, and he's feisty. They are very feisty at this time of the year, but there you go. That's just a nice eater, and I'll put one in the back so that I've got some dinner. And yeah, but the old gan jig, look at that. You know, that gan jig has seen plenty of action. I've had this on the rod for I don't know, months. And that thing just consistently performs, even after all this time. Most economical lure that I've used. It's amazing. Awesome. The fishing has been, so far, just absolutely fantastic. You know, this little micro jig doing the damage, doing the bizzo. And yeah, good lot of sign down there. Yeah, certainly what I was hoping for, which is cool. Here it goes, doing a bit of a run. I don't have my drag cranked right up, but look at this, it's just doing another quite a good run. So yeah, and then it's coming up again now. Still pretty feisty, and it's down there now at about 7.5 meters. It feels like a snapper, so you know, which is awesome. But yeah, the sign is looking good for this afternoon. I mean, I've had three drops and 3 fish. pretty much. You know, there's not a time where I've dropped this down and not hooked up. Now this fish is swimming around. Maybe this is a kahawai, I don't know, but I haven't seen it yet, so I just got a glimpse then, but I can't quite make out what it is. Yeah, it's a it's a Trevally. Yeah, woohoo! Choice. She's full of beans. Oh, nice trev, all right. Now, can we get I might have to use the gaff in this guy because I'm going to keep this. I wanted a trev today, so I'm quite stoked actually to get this. Fairly decent trev, and on the gan jig. Got him now. All right. Trevally. Woohoo! Sweet. On that gan jig, man. I just can't go past this thing. So yeah, that's going to be my sashimi tonight. So with Trevally, what I like to do is get the knife and actually just make a little cut there, and it bleeds them out. All right, just had a little bit of a screamer. Took off, took a heap of line, and I'm just more worried about losing my jig. Awesome, man. You know, I love this time of the year. This is when the fishing gets real productive. They get on the chew and they want to feed up. I wonder if I've got another trev, you know. It's sort of, yeah, it could be another Trevally, because it's definitely got a little bit of that sort of bob on the head sort of movements, which tells me that it's, here we go, yeah, it's another trev. Choice. Oh, I'm stoked to get Trevally. You know, really can't complain at all. I love eating them. This one's not quite as good as the last one, but boy, did it do some big runs. Do a bit of a run. So yeah, little trev, but still legal size, and yeah, certainly never see me complain about getting a few Trevally, because I just love eating them. Sashimi. Check out my recipes online. Cured fish, sashimi. Just pulled up another panty, beautiful fish, but I'm going to let this go because we're only at sort of 1 o'clock and we've got quite a few hours left. Here we go. This is a better one. I don't think it's a huge fish, but it's it came up off the bottom, and I've got my drag done up, but it is pull and drag. So yeah, it's got a little bit of weight to it. Just happy to hook up and fish, and it's been pretty non-stop so far. But this one here feels a bit heavier. Definitely. Just take my time with him. Look, he's not coming up. What a bugger. That fish took me to the cleaners, found it's not weedy down there, but he found something, and he managed to just rub the jig off onto the ground down there, and I lost the fish, but I didn't lose my favourite little jig. So I'm happy about that. But yeah, that fish was certainly had some power to it. A nice eating size snapper. But there seems to be the odd nice fish there like this, so yeah, they're in beautiful condition too, you know, that's for sure. We're going to let this guy go. I've got one snapper in the back and a couple of trevs, but I'm just sort of biding my time for the better fish. Well, the funniest thing, Andrew rings me up. I come over and he's like, there's something banging on the bottom of my kayak, and I come over and it's a little kingfish, so I'm just gonna try and capture it because they're banging on my kayak now and they're going hard out. So let's just see if we can get them. We can get them on camera, because yeah, it's quite a hard case. They're really going for it. There they go. They're hitting the camera, and yeah, it's quite funny to see actually. They're really going for it though. Really going hard out.
Another day, another dollar. You're on your back, of course. Another guy to entertained too. As long as he lines your purse.
Well, we've been pulling up quite a few fish. Sort of had a bit of a quiet period. But the hilarious thing is, like, I've had these kingfish are still with me. I went over and saw the two Daves, and they sort of went over and had a look at one of the Daves, and then sort of stayed with him, but they're back and they're hitting my kayak again. It's hilarious. So yeah, so anyway, it's getting later in the day now, you know, but I'm still pulling fish, and you know, it's good fun, and it's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon now, and yeah, just cruising, making our way back slowly, and just dropping down and hooking fish as we go. So it's quite awesome fun, you know, and just enjoying the kingfish. You know, they've really been hammering at the bottom of my kayak, and I've just never seen anything like it, you know. Here we go, and again, it's pretty non-stop now. The old snapper fishing's coming on and everything else, and it's just prime time, and these kingies under my kayak, they're just whacking it non-stop. It's hilarious. You know, I've never seen them so willing to just hang around, and they're even following me. You know, when I pedal off, they keep following me around, and it's really cool to see. You know, it surely is. And you know, everybody's getting into fish. It's great. So it's getting about that time, and it's been a great day. You know, really needed to do this, so I'm happy. You know, I've got 3 snapper in the back and a couple of Trevally, so I'm super stoked with that. So I'm just in here and just having a quick look around before I head back in the shallows here, because you just never know what's lying around in here, what's mooching around in here. And I've been dealt to quite a few times before, so yeah, in this area I've been dealt to, and I've also caught fish, so some good ones. So you know, you just got to give it a go. So it's pretty much, you could say, almost my last couple of casts of the day. But as I say, it's been another awesome afternoon, and the fishing was started off so full on, you know, it was great. But yeah, it hasn't been as good later on. Sort of after that tide turned, it kind of dropped off a bit, but that's fishing. It didn't matter, we still caught plenty of fish, and that kingfish episode was hard case. So anyway, that's from me. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next episode of Real Screaming Kayaks. Cheers.